Hi, everybody. Tom Van Hoy with this week's edition of the Pitt State Football Insider with Darrien Gordon. Darrien, new to the Pitt State football program in his first year, joined the PSU coaching staff as part of the National Football League Players Association Coaching Internship Program, assisting in the secondary this year. Played 10 years in the National Football League, 93 through 2002. Four-time All-Pro with 5 teams, San Diego, Denver, Oakland, Atlanta, Green Bay. 2 Super Bowl rings with Denver, 97 and 98. Played collegiately for Stanford. The 22nd overall pick in the first round by San Diego in 1993. A first-round pick despite not being invited to the Combine that year. That hasn't happened very much. Originally from Shawnee, Oklahoma. So how has the transition gone from playing to coaching?
It's been going great. You know, the coaching staff, you know, Coach Beck and Coach Weimers and the rest of the guys have been great as far as teaching me what it takes to be a coach at the collegiate level. And everybody's been real helpful and real friendly, so it's been going wonderfully.
How did it all come about that you got this opportunity?
I submitted my application through the NFL Players Association. They have a program for former players who want to get into coaching. And Leslie Satchel is the person who heads that program in Washington, D.C. And you have to submit an application and a resume and, you know, basically explain why you want to do it. And you also have to get letters of reference from coaches or players that you've worked with in the past. And I did all that this summer. And fortunately, I was able to get this internship here, you know, because Pitt State is a great program. They have a lot of great tradition. And the coaching staff is second to none. The community support for the football team is the best in the country. So to be a part of a winning organization my first time out as a coach, I couldn't have asked for a better situation.
Did you know much about Pitt State before you came on board?
I really didn't. You know, I didn't know much about Division II. A couple of friends of mine in Dallas where I live, they are from the Kansas City area, so they knew about Pitt State, but I didn't know much about it. So after Leslie told me I had won the award for the internship, I Googled Pitt State and, you know, saw that they just come off a national title in 11, and that was enough for me to say, hey, this is a place where they know how to win and they want to win, and I want to be a part of that, and I'm happy I get this opportunity.
Is coaching something that you've wanted to do, or at this point in your life you decided you wanted to take a shot and see what it was like?
Yeah, I've been toying with the idea ever since I retired in 2003. And, you know, I have 4 kids at home, and it just never worked out that I would have the chance to do it. I didn't want to leave my family at that time. And so I would say for probably the past 5 or 6 years, I've really been saying, hey, I need to, you know, get going if this is what I want to do. And it was just the right time. You know, my kids are getting a little bit older, and I felt that this was the right time to get my second career started. And, you know, I'm happy to be here.
You had a highly successful college career at Stanford, and then 10 years in the National Football League, and on 5 teams, a couple Super Bowl champions. Sometimes it's difficult for a guy that has been a very good player to translate that over into coaching. How has that gone for you? Because sometimes maybe you could do some things and other guys can't. But has that transition gone pretty good for you from player to coach?
It has. I mean, I think the most difficult part is, you know, being a former player, you really relate to the guys. And sometimes I feel like I'm in a transitional stage between being a player and a coach. You know, I want to hang around the guys a lot more. But, you know, I think it also helps, you know, knowing the game from that side of it, knowing the mindset of a player. It makes it easier, you know, to relate to them, and it makes it a lot easier to teach them because they have a level of respect for guys who actually went out there and did it, and they really want to listen to what I have to say, not only about football techniques, but also things off the field about, you know, how to make yourself a better person and, you know, how to handle yourself with studies and things like that. So, you know, I would say the most difficult part is just, you know, realizing I'm no longer a player. I can't cross that white line anymore. And, you know, once you teach the kids the techniques, it's really up to them and just kind of out of your hands.
You ever wear those Super Bowl rings?
Not really. I did bring him up here. I wanted to show the team and show the players, up close and personal, what a world championship ring looked like. And, the guys really had a good time seeing that. And, but usually I don't wear them. I don't like wearing rings, but it's just a great feeling knowing that, I was a part of a few teams that achieved such a high level of competition and success. And, I'm glad I have them.
So after 93 season at Stanford, you didn't get invited to the Combine, is that right?
I did not, exactly.
Yeah, how'd that work? I mean, you ended up, what is the 22nd pick overall? I mean, did you use that as motivation, or how'd that come about, I guess?
Well, I had the great Coach Bill Walsh, the genius, was my coach my senior year at Stanford, and he made a phone call to the 49ers and recommended that they put me on their Combine list. And that's how I actually got invited to the Combine. Coach Walsh made a call. Oh. The 49ers put me on their list, and the rest is history.
Overall, what's your thought on the secondary at Pitt State in general? They played pretty well this year?
I think so. We have a lot of talent in the back end, and we have a lot of talent on defense as well. And, I think the guys have played really well. Coach Weimers has done a great job with the techniques that we want the guys to play, and they've done a great job translating. We have a lot of talent back there, and we expect a lot of positive production out of our secondary. And, they played really well. And, the MIA is definitely the toughest conference in the nation, and you have to play at a high level week after week. And I think the corners and the secondary in particular, I think we've done a great job this year so far.
Is this experience what you thought it would be?
It's more. I had no idea, but everyone's welcomed me with open arms. The community's been great. The coaching staff has really taken me under their wing, and the players have really responded to me being here. So it's been better than I could have expected, and I'm having a great time.
That's Pitt State assistant football coach Darrien Gordon, assisting at the secondary this year. PSU defensively solid again this season, allowing 193.1 yards passing per game, 124.2 on the ground, 317.3 total yards per game, and allowing 17.1 points per game on the season. Gorillas on the road Saturday afternoon at Lindenwood, St. Charles, Missouri, continuing MIAA play. That's at 2:37 kick on MIAA TV. Then home with Missouri Southern the following Saturday, finishing regular season play. Need to win. Pitt State 6th this week in Super Region 3. Top 6 make the playoffs at the end of the year. Highly competitive region with 5 of the top 6 teams in Super Region 3. Top 6 nationally in the coaches poll. That's your Pitt State Football Insider show for this week. I'm Tom Van Hoy.